Hello guys, in this video I will talk about my experience of Walmart interview which I gave, and even I recently joined Walmart on last Wednesday. So the Walmart interviews procedure was pretty straightforward. The recruiter called me and scheduled 3 rounds, and what she mentioned is like every round is elimination round. Once you will qualify first round, you will be moved to a second round, and then you will be giving the hiring manager round, which will be third round. To my surprise, the every round which I gave in Walmart was more than 1 hour. It is like the last round was pretty long. It was more than 1.5 hours, and the first and second round was like more than 1 hour, 1 hour 20 minutes, or 1 hour, like that. So let's begin with round one, which was problem solving, data structures, and algorithm round. In this round, straightforward interviewer introduces himself, and then he asked me to give my brief introduction, like what are work experience, what roles and responsibilities you held, and what is the technical stack you are working on. And then he specifically asked that what are your hobbies and all. So I like to play chess. I said that I like to play chess, and I have a more than 1600 score on chess.com as well. So he said that okay, that's pretty nice. He said that he also plays chess and will have one problem which will be based on chess also, but that will be later. Question 1 in the problem solving domain was uh, given an array of elements of length n ranging from 0 to n minus 1. All elements may not be present in the array. If the element is not present, then there will be -1 present in that particular array. So I have to rearrange the array such that array of index should be equal to the index itself. And if index is not present, then we have to display -1 at that particular place. So this was pretty straightforward question, and while practicing I have already solved it on Geeks for Geeks. So when you will put this particular question, you will definitely get in first link. It's a pretty straightforward, and I was able to do it in like 25 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes itself. Then he moved to the next question, and the next question was based on trees. He said that you have to write a code which will link left nodes of the binary tree to its immediate right sibling. So there was a trick, like if let's suppose root have left and right children, but what will happen, let's suppose the same okay, so I'll cut it short. It was like the immediate right sibling might not be from the same parent, so you have to see in that particular manner that how will you handle that case also, which was pretty easy for me, that I have used breadth first approach, iterative, with using for loop. So I was able to do it properly. Now next question, he said that since it's already been close to 1 hour, but since we have discussed, like we'll discuss a question on chess. So he said that can you write down the approach to solve n queens problem. N queens problem is nothing but, he said that placing n chess queens on n into n cross n chessboard, so that no two queens will attack each other. So I asked specifically that do I need to code, and this might be a little tricky and hard question as well. So he said no, I don't want your code in that particular question, because we have already done coding for 2 questions. So he said that instead of that, you can write a algorithm or pseudocode, like approach. You can tell me how will you do that. So I was pretty much aware of this question, and I have even practiced the code for this. It's basically the important question for backtracking also, when you read backtracking algorithm. So I kind of knew, and it was pretty easy for me, because when I say chess, generally interviewers ask like you have to chess design, or how many squares are there in a chess using permutation and combination. And the third one is this n queens problem from backtracking. So it was easy. He only asked algorithm, and I explained him that we'll use backtracking and how we'll use. I've explained it, and it went pretty well. I got a message later from a recruiter in half an hour that you have cleared first round, and now you will be giving second round. The second round was again problem solving, and in this particular round, the interviewer also asked my language proficiency, as I have chosen to code in Java. So he asked few Java questions as well. So the question one was very easy question I found. He said that you have to implement queue using stack, but instead of writing it on notepad or something, he asked me specifically that you have to open any IDE as per your convenience, and you should do it like that. So I opened Eclipse and I started creating this class, Q class, my Q class, and I've used stacks in that. And then he asked me to run that particular code. He wanted to completely fully functional code in this particular round, which went pretty well. So he was very impressed, and then he moved to other questions. The questions two was very straightforward, and he said that explain the internal working of hash map in Java. First he asked me that okay, uh, can you write down that how you will use hash map and how you will iterate hash map. I've written down it pretty quickly. Then he said that okay, now let's deep dive into the internal working. So he was basically asking me that how hash map works, like how the hash is being calculated and how the values are stored, and what happens when collision happened, how the load factor work, all those things, and what happened when the value is null, and what happened when the key is not null. All those scenarios he wanted to ask, and went pretty well. I have taken like 15 to 20 minutes to explain him completely, and he was impressed with that, because I've had thorough preparation of Java collection. Now next, when he moved on, then he asked question number 3, which said that your app is receiving data in patches of 100. Which data structure, either array list or linked list, will you use to store it? So he said that you have like 10,000s or millions of record, but you are receiving in the patches of 100. So he just basically wanted to ask if you will use array list in this particular case. So first you will store 100 and then next 100 will come. So you have, let's suppose you don't have a continuous memory allocation in that particular array list remaining in the memory. So what will happen? You have to copy the previous 100 records, and then you have to find a new memory allocation for that particular array, and then you will store it. So he wanted to ask, listen that particular word, that array list uses continuous memory allocation, while linked list is suitable for this particular approach, because let's suppose you already have 100, they are at location, and you don't find it continuous in a continuous memory location. What you'll do, you will continue your linked list. So I gave this particular answer. He was okay and happy with it, and he moved on to the next question. So question 4 was like, he asked that explain the difference between singleton and static. So he said that even in singleton, when you write a singleton pattern, you create only one object, right? And then he said that static, when you create a class static or even method static, you are doing the kind of same thing, because you don't have multiple objects for that. So why to use both, and why to not have only single concept, and why these two concepts happen? So I kind of started explaining, but I could not do very much, I can't give very much good explanation of it. So he was very supportive. Even he told few scenarios that in this scenario this will better, this will better, and a healthy discussion went on, but he was happy. So he said okay, recruiter will give me my feedback. So next round I got from recruiter that you have qualified second round, and now your hiring manager round will be there, and it will be 80% technical only. The recruiter beforehand only told that it will be technical, and managerial questions will be like very less. So the first question which the hiring manager gave was like, you have to design an online music application similar to Prime Music or Airtel Wink or any music application which you have used. You have to design it. The expectations were pretty clear. He said that you have to come up with requirements, that what is the minimal viable product you will create, and you have to come up with different components, And then he said that you have to write APIs specifically, and like what are the REST APIs you'll write, and you have to write according to the manner you write it in your project. Like you have to create a controller class, and you have to do get mapping, put mapping, post mapping, whatever. However you do, however you create REST APIs in your project, you have to write along that. But he did not went, he did not took so much time on this. He kind of wrapped it early in like 35 to 40 minutes. He wrapped it. He said that we'll have more questions also, and we'll be limiting in time. So the next question he said, okay, so this question was the outcome of the thing which he asked. He asked like, what do you do to improve yourself daily? So since I was preparing for interview, so I obviously said that I solve lead code problems and all, to get in better in problem solving and all. So he said, since you do that, let's do one question for this also. So this question he asked that write a code to print zigzag traversal of binary tree. This was again the question which I was able to solve using breadth first search of tree, and I have done iterative solution, and he was pretty happy with that, with the design round also, with this particular question also. But moving on, he asked more questions to me. He said that you have to draw and explain the architecture diagram of your current project. So which already I have prepared. I have created it very nicely, the diagram, and explained him that what is the architecture. I obviously will hide the features which I don't know much, so I have done that also. And the way, I mean, the things which I wasn't have full command, so what I did, I like explained all those things, so he was okay with that. Then even um, he, it was like past 1 hour, but still he moved on with the questions. He said that it's okay, we'll do some more, we'll ask more questions. Like he started asking behavioral questions. He said that what is the most complex problem you have encountered and solved in your career span till now. So at that particular time, like it was like very early to think of that, so I was not able to I gave a thought. And from my previous organization, from I used to work in Adobe, so I remember that problem, and I told that okay, this was the problem, and I was able to solve it like this, and we did like this. So he said that okay, pretty much okay, but have you not solved anything in this particular company also? So I said, yeah, I have solved many problems, but it's like a matter of time. I'm not getting it. I got that particular problem first in my mind, so I told you. So he was pretty okay. He said, okay, no, not a problem, and let's move ahead. And then he asked me a question in which he has said that apart from assigned work in your day-to-day work or scrums in the team, what else you have done voluntarily to uh, in your company's project or outside. So basic expectation was like, are you a person who only involves in your work and leave, or you are like you pick up voluntarily things also to make process easy, or you might have coded something else which helped your team if it was not part of your work but eventually you did. So I have mentioned couple of things. He was pretty okay. He said okay. And then for the closure, he asked that whether you have any question for me or not. So I just went on for asking like what tech stack we work on, what was the product, what is the team. I did not miss this opportunity, and whatever doubts I had or whatever questions I had in my mind, if I'll join, what work I'll do and all, so everything was clear in that particular question which I asked. So then he said that good luck, and the recruiter will call me. And after few days, recruiter called me and said that you have done, and we'll discuss. And then finally, I've accepted this offer also, and I have joined Walmart. Thank you. And in next video, I might come up with the startup interviews which I have given. And stay tuned and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.